All right, Chiefs Kingdom, it's been working recently, so let's do it again. If you want the Chiefs to beat the Broncos this week and maintain pace in the AFC, just like this video. Hit the like button. I mean, they just fired their head coach. I mean, like this video if you just want to laugh at the Broncos. I mean, that works as well. Hit that like button, and on today's show, we got a full Week 17 preview of Chiefs versus Broncos. I'm Harrison Graham, and you're watching the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. Appreciate everybody for locking into today's show. And like I said, today's show, full preview of Week 17 as Kansas City's got 2 games to go. They'll bring the Nathaniel Hackett-less Broncos to town on Sunday. Noon Central game on New Year's Day. Happy New Year's, everybody. Hope you guys are gearing up for a hopefully great 2023. Chiefs, huge favorites, -13. And if you remember last game, got up 27-0 and then started to fart around, so hopefully that doesn't happen this time. We'll have some keys to victory later on as well, and let's just call this what it is. The Broncos are totally cooked. They fired their coach. They fired their special teams and offensive line coach. Russell Wilson looks like a shell of himself. This is a team that you need to bury and bury very quickly. Now, before we get to some of those keys to victory, a couple other things I want to mention. Mecole Hardman, will he play this week? Still on IR as we're filming this on Tuesday night, going out on Wednesday. So if that information slightly shifts here, that is why. Mecole Hardman is dealing with a hamstring injury, but he was close to returning last week, so we'll see if he ends up playing this week. I think there's a pretty good chance he will. Something to monitor throughout the week. All right, also the AFC playoff picture. Shout out Chase Sr. for doing a full AFC playoff picture video on Chat Sports. We reposted it here on the Chiefs Report. Go check it out if you haven't. But the scenario is the same. It's if the Chiefs win out and the Bills lose or tie once, the Chiefs can get the number 1 seed. And of course, it's this week is the probably the deciding week, right? Buffalo at Cincinnati. If Cincinnati beats the Bills on Monday Night Football, then hey, listen, the Chiefs are in a very good spot to get that number 1 seed in the AFC if they take care of business this week and next week at Las Vegas. So who gets the number 1 seed in the AFC? Type BUF for the Buffalo Bills, KC for the Kansas City Chiefs, CIN for the Cincinnati Bengals. Who do you guys think will get that top seed? Let us know down in the comments. All right, let's get to some keys to victory here for Kansas City. I kind of mentioned it earlier. Bury Denver early. And the Chiefs actually did this last time. They got up 27-0, and then Mahomes threw a couple late picks in the first half, and that kind of shifted the momentum, and it ended up being a 4-quarter game. Denver has nothing to play for. Their coach got fired. They fired 2 assistant coaches. Russell Wilson has already been assured he'll be back next year, so these final 2 games don't mean anything to him. Denver's got nothing to play for. The Chiefs have everything to play for. The number 1 seed is hanging in the balance. So bury him early and don't take foot off the gas like he did last time. All right, key number 2. Prove that Russ is cooked. Now, I do think there's a scenario where they don't play Russell Wilson. They might just shut it down. But if you are the Chiefs and if Russ plays, you should be looking to embarrass him because he's embarrassed himself in this Broncos fan base all season. The guy's barely completed 60% of his passes. He only has 12 touchdowns against 9 interceptions. I mean, he was so bad against the LA Rams, who have nobody playing pretty much. They're all hurt. I expect a strong defensive effort from Spags and the defense. Like, this needs to look like it did last time, but for 4 quarters. Like, play better throughout the game. I say it all the time. The whole phrase of putting a full 60 minutes together is the most overrated phrase in football. It's hard to do that, but you can't put 2.5 quarters together. You got to play better than that throughout the game. So I expect a strong defensive effort, especially playing at home. Is Russ cooked? Because this is an important question moving forward, because what was the talk coming into the season? Oh, Denver, they could unseat the Chiefs in the AFC West. That obviously did not happen. But if the answer is yes to this, Denver is cooked for a while because they are stuck with him for at least a couple more years. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Kinda looks cooked. We'll see if the next coach can figure it out in Denver. All right, go steal MVP, Patrick. Patrick Mahomes, the heavy favorite to win NFL MVP, putting together another MVP caliber season, is the Chiefs quarterback, as he's played very, very well this year. 67%, over 4,700 yards, 37 to 11 TD interception ratio. He's got 4 rushing TDs as well. 2 games to go. Can he get 9 more total touchdowns? That's kind of a high number, but that would give him 50 on the year. If he has a big game this week, wins, good chance he's going to win MVP for the second time in his career. All right, BetUS is the place to go if you want to go bet on this matchup. And I encourage you guys to go make some money with BetUS. First, you got to create an account. Go to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Use our promo code Chiefs125. Put down $100. They'll give you $125 for free. Mahomes, again, the heavy MVP favorite. He can all but seal it with the big game this week. Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, maybe the winner of that game. If they go off, can get back into the hunt here. We'll see. I don't think Jalen Hurts is winning it at this point after he fell out when he missed a game last week. We'll see what happens. Chatsports.com/ChiefsBet, promo code Chiefs125. All right, a couple more keys and just thoughts for this game. More Kadarius Toney. I want to see Kadarius Toney play more. Came back from injury last week, caught a little, what do you call that, motion pop pass for a touchdown. He's had a couple of those for the Chiefs this year. I want to see him more. I want to see him run more routes, get more involved. Obviously, I said it at the trade and I'll say it again. I don't think he's going to have nearly the impact this season that he could in the future, but I would like to see a little bit more of him. So we'll see if Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, and Patrick Mahomes give him some opportunities to be a factor in this game. All right, subscribe now. We're going to have you covered throughout the rest of the season and on into the playoffs as well. News, rumors, live shows. We do watch parties when we can. We'll definitely do all the playoff games, so be tuned in for that. Hit that subscribe button here on the Chiefs Report. All right, L'Jarius Sneed bounce back. So L'Jarius Sneed, probably the best overall player in your secondary, definitely the best corner, but last week, weirdly enough, was not good at all against Seattle, even though the defense was pretty good. Graded out very poorly with PFF, and actually the last 2 weeks he's not graded out well, but here are his grades against Seattle, and I get PFF is not a perfect science or anything, but under 40 overall grade, under 40 in coverage, run defense tackling a little better, and obviously for him, that actually does factor in. He actually does play near the line of scrimmage a decent amount as a corner, but the Chiefs need to be able to rely on L'Jarius Sneed. So he needs to bounce back here, play well this week, play well next week, and carry that momentum into the playoffs because you got a young secondary. He's a third-year player. You're playing rookie corners, Trent McDuffie, Josh Williams, Jalen Watson. You need Sneed to kind of be that guy that those guys look to and a guy you can count on. So hopefully he bounces back here. He's been solid all year, but the last couple games, not the best he's played. All right, there you go. Some keys to victory, some thoughts heading into this matchup again. Denver's, they're a lost puppy. They got nothing going on for these final 2 games. So take care of business and leave no doubt in this matchup. Predict the score, Chiefs, Broncos. Who you got and what is the final score going to be? Let me know who wins and what the exact score is. I'll be reading your predictions in the comments. I predict 31-17. Chiefs win this one on Sunday, 31-17. I don't think they'll get up 27-0, but I also don't think they'll necessarily take their foot off the gas. I think it's a nice, comfortable win for Kansas City, and then we'll see what happens between Buffalo and Cincinnati on Monday night.